Chapter 6. Exactly what country do I live in? Geographically, Essex County holds a unique distinction. It is further south than any other region in Canada. To put it into perspective, Northern California sits parallel to Canada's most southern county. Meanwhile, Windsor, a city along the Detroit River, marks the border between Canada and the United States. Here's an interesting twist of geography. Detroit, Michigan is actually north of Windsor, Ontario. Residents of Essex County are undoubtedly as patriotic as any other Canadian. Yet, they possess certain characteristics that set them apart from their compatriots. Essex County Denzians often exhibit a hybrid of Canadian and American traits, including a distinctive American accent. The reason? Proximity. This region's closeness to the United States has blurred the cultural lines. American TV and radio signals cross the border freely, saturating Essex County with American media. Growing up in Essex County meant watching endless hours of American programming. It wasn't just the shows, even the American national anthem was a daily soundscape. In fact, I distinctly remember my surprise in grade 1 when I discovered that I was, in fact, Canadian, not American, like everyone I saw on TV. This cross-border cultural bleed fosters a particular kind of identity confusion, what I jokingly call Canadian-U.S. nationality dyslexia. This phenomenon even extends to measurements. While much of Canada has fully embraced the metric system, Essex County residents often cling to the imperial system. They talk about temperature in Fahrenheit, measure snowfall in inches, and calculate height in feet, echoing their American neighbors. The 1960s were a transformative decade for television, and I vividly recall the excitement when my dad brought home our first TV. Wrestling the bulky set into the living room was no small feat. Its small, rounded black and white screen produced a grainy picture, providing you could manage to coax a decent signal out of it. More often than not, one had to fiddle with the tuning knobs while the TV flipped, hissed, and flickered. Watching TV back then was an active experience. You didn't just sit back and relax. You worked for your entertainment. Adjusting the vertical and horizontal controls, tweaking the contrast, and fine-tuning the station dial were all part of the ritual. And let's not forget the rabbit-ear antennas that required constant repositioning. With enough patience and persistence, you might stabilize the picture long enough to make out the faces of Ozzie and Harriet, if only briefly, before the static returned. Television in those days wasn't just a medium, it was a challenge. The TV demanded your attention, both as a viewer and as its operator. It was an unpredictable companion, but we made it work, one grainy episode at a time.